and jam. Let's say hello as quiet as we can. Hello. Now we're going to say it loud. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can. Hello. And now let's say it slowly. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slow as we can. Hello. And now we'll say it fast. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Hi. And now we'll say it nicely. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can. So hi everybody. So nice to have you all here today. And we have stories about scarecrows. So do you know what scarecrows are like? Do you know what they do? You like scarecrows, Misha? I see you waving your hands. Did anybody put a scarecrow outside your house this year for decoration?
No.
No, but maybe you saw a scarecrow in the farm fields. And maybe they stand in the field and they scare away the crows. So I have so many good scarecrow stories. It's so hard for me to pick I don't know. There's so many good ones. I think I'm going to start with one, and it's a little bit about a scarecrow who wants to be super scary, and he has to make terrible faces to scare away the crows, the birds. So I think that's the one I'll start with. The Little Scarecrow Boy. So here we go. The Little Scarecrow Boy. And The Little Scarecrow Boy is written by Margaret Wise Brown. Let's just fix that a minute. And you might know the story Goodnight Moon. And Margaret Wise Brown wrote that story. So this one is called The Little Scarecrow Boy. And here you can see, so he's got his straw hat and his button eyes, and he's made out of straw. His clothing is all stuffed with straw. Here we go. Once upon a time, in a cornfield, there lived a scarecrow and his scarecrow wife and their little scarecrow boy. So it's a whole family of scarecrows. Every day of the world, Old Man Scarecrow went into the cornfield to make faces at the crows. And every day of the world, his little scarecrow boy wanted to come too. And every day of the world, the Old Man Scarecrow said, "No, no, little boy, you can't go. You're not fierce enough to scare a crow. Wait until you grow." So every day, the little scarecrow boy stayed at home all day and just grew. Every day out in the field, the Old Man Scarecrow waved his arms and made terrible faces that the crows nearly lost their feathers at the sight of him, and they flew far, far away.
Whoops.
Every morning when the sun went down, Old Man Scarecrow came rattling home, and all evening he sat in his scarecrow house teaching his little scarecrow boy how to make fierce faces. Old Lady Scarecrow whistled through her straw teeth at the looks of them. She went, "Oh boy, they're scary." But early in the morning, when the sun came up, it was the same old no. No, little boy, you can't go. You're not fierce enough to scare a crow. Wait until you grow. And so the little Scarecrow Boy stayed at home all day and just grew. Then one day, after the little boy had learned all 6 of his father's terrible faces so that he could make them one after the other, he decided to run away. Early the next morning, he would go out into the cornfield and he would frighten the crows. So before the sun was up, or Old Man Scarecrow was up, or Old Lady Scarecrow was up, the little Scarecrow Boy slipped out of bed, dressed quietly, and went tiptoe, tiptoe, quietly out the door. Over to the cornfield and up to his father's post in his father's place he went. It was a fine, shining morning with the sun gleaming green down over the corn blades. Crows circled in the air far away over the trees. The little Scarecrow Boy waved his arms through the air, and he never felt fiercer in all his life. And then came flying a big black crow. Oh! The little Scarecrow made his first fierce face. And still the big black crow came flying. So there's his first scary face. Oh, the little Scarecrow Boy made his second fierce face, and still the crows came flying. Oh, that's a scarier one, isn't it? And now the little boy made his third fierce face, and this time it was time to go. So the little Scarecrow Boy ran and he ran and he ran down through the corn rows, and the black flapping wings made a noise, and looking back, he could see the blue sky through the ragged feathers of the nearest crow. They were still chasing him. They weren't afraid. And he ran and he ran and he ran, and then he stopped. And now he made his fourth scary face. And still came flying the big black crow. So the little Scarecrow Boy ran and he ran and he ran and he ran, and the crow flew and he flew and he flew and he flew, and the little Scarecrow Boy ran. He ran as fast as he could, and then he made his fifth and next to fiercest face of all, and still came flying the big black crow, and the little boy had only one face left now, and hardly any breath at all. And even so, he stopped, and with his arms stretched wide above his head and his fingers drooping on his hands, he gave the big crow his sixth and very fierce face, and whoa! The old crow, he flew backwards, and he went through the air with his feathers flying everywhere until there wasn't even the shadow of a crow on the land. A scarecrow at last! The little Scarecrow Boy knew that now he was as fierce a scarecrow as there was in all the cornfield in all the world. And then he saw a shadow in front of him, and he looked up, and there behind him was his old man, Scarecrow his father. And his father was so proud of his little boy who had made all 6 faces at the crows. And he picked up his little Scarecrow boy in his scarecrow arms, and they went home to breakfast. And when the little Scarecrow grew up, he was the fiercest Scarecrow in all the field, in all the world. That's the end of the Scarecrow story. And so a Scarecrow's job is to scare away the crows so the crows don't eat the farmer's corn. So we're going to make crows today, guys. But before we do that, we're going to do a little Scarecrow rhyme. So do you guys want to be scarecrows with me? Should we stand up? Should we stand up and get our scarecrow arms all ready? So this goes, Scarecrow, scarecrow, turn around. Scarecrow, scarecrow, touch the ground. Stand up tall and raise your eyes. Raise your hands up to the sky. Clap your hands and tap your knees. Turn around and tap your feet. Scarecrow, scarecrow, touch your toes. Touch your toes. Scarecrow, scarecrow, tap your nose. Swing your arms so very slow. And now real fast to scare the crows. Touch your head. Jump up and down. And now sit down without a sound. All right, so now we all got to be scarecrows. We got to scare the crows away. But now I have a story to share with you about a scarecrow. And he's not a scary scarecrow. And, oh, whoops, what am I scared? The scarecrows flew away. I'll put him back here. There we go. Put you up there. Okay, so in this story, this is a different kind of scarecrow. And you might be able to imagine that if you were a scarecrow out in the cornfield, it might get awfully lonely being out there. And maybe the crows might be your friends. So that's what this one's about. And oh, I think this might be one of my favorites. This is called The Scarecrow, and it's written by Beth Ferry, and the Fan brothers drew the pictures, and it has beautiful pictures in it too. I hope you guys like this one. It's not as exciting as Little Scarecrow Boy, but it's a good story. The Scarecrow. So the time of year is autumn, the fall, when the leaves change colors. Autumn sunshine, haystacks rolled, Scarecrow guards the fields of gold. Everything is golden and pretty, and he's doing his job. No one enters, no one dares. Scarecrow stands alone and scares. The fox and deer, the mice and crows, it's all he does. It's all he knows. There he is. He never rests. He never bends. He's never had a single friend. Aww. For all the woodland creatures know not to mess with this scarecrow. Winter whispers, velvet snow. Scarecrow has no place to go. He dreams of what the spring will bring, of buds and blooms and things that sing. Then something drops from midair. A small scared crow is lying there. Broken nest? Broken wing? Scarecrow does the strangest thing. He snaps his pole and bends down low and saves the tiny baby crow. Here it is. He tucks him near his heart of hay. He lets him sleep. He lets him stay. He doesn't stop to wonder why. He sings the sweetest lullaby. Aw, maybe he sings Rock-a-Bye Baby or Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star to the baby bird. Aw. Safe and warm, the nestling mends. These two make the oddest friends, but friends they are right from the start. The crow will grow in Scarecrow's heart, and he will peek out at the farm, and he will perch on Scarecrow's arm. And they will laugh and wish on stars, forgetting who they really are. Because Scarecrow and birds aren't supposed to be friends. For crows are birds and birds must fly. The fledgling spreads his wings to try. He dips, then soars and calls out loud. Scarecrow cheers, pleased and proud. But as he watches, Scarecrow knows that he must stay and Crow must go. Aww. And so, summer sunshine and autumn chill snowflakes make it colder still. No one visits, no one cares. Scarecrow sags alone and stares. Broken heart and broken pole, nothing fills this empty hole. But then, something drops from midair. A large black crow is standing there. Scarecrow's arms are open wide. Crow spreads his wings and swoops inside. The little crow grew up and came back. Joyful hearts and brimming whole, a friend will mend a broken pole, and he will spruce up matted hay, and he will say, I'm here to stay. Winter's over, springtime's due. Is there room enough for two? Flowers blooming, fields of green, and 5 small eggs are tucked unseen. Scarecrow guards them, for he knows that soon they will be baby crows. So the eggs hatched inside Scarecrow's shirt. and he will love them from the start, and they will grow up in his heart. And they will peep and perch and play and make him happy every day. And as the seasons come and go, they will love their dear Scarecrow. There. Now all the animals like to hang near the Scarecrow. I like that Scarecrow. I like to think that the scarecrows in the field are friendly, and the animals and the scarecrows all have a way to be together. So I hope you guys like that one too. And I think we could do a little rhyme about these crows. So I have 5 little crows, and I'm going to put them up here together. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, let's see, where's our little rhyme? So this is called 5 Little Black Crows. 5 little black crows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, were by the old barn door. One flew home, woo! And then there were 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little black crows by the old oak tree. One flew home, woo! And then there were 3. 3 black crows with nothing to do. One flew home, woo! And then there were 2. And now we have 2 little black crows out in the sun. One flew home, wee! And then there was 1 little black crow all alone. Through the day, he ate in the fields. And do you think maybe he made friends with the Scarecrow? Maybe so. I think I'll tuck him in. I don't know if I can tuck him in there or not. No, he won't stay, but we'll just get there, little Scarecrow. All right. Okay. Well, let's see. We could have one more little story. Oh, there's so many good ones. I love my Scarecrow stories, but I think you guys will probably really like this one. So this is a short one. And this is, there was an old lady who swallowed leaves. This is a silly one. I think you guys might be able to join in and say it with me, because you'll recognize what comes next. So there was an old lady who swallowed some leaves. What a silly thing to eat. Do you guys eat leaves?
No.
No. And speaking of leaves, for next week's story time, you'll need to find some leaves, because we're going to do some leaf printing together. So there was an old lady who swallowed some leaves. I don't know why she swallowed those leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Achoo! You guys sneeze? Achoo! There was an old lady who swallowed a shirt. It didn't hurt to swallow a shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves, but I don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Achoo!
Choo.
There was an old lady who swallowed a pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
She wasn't a bumpkin to swallow a pumpkin. She swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves. I don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Achoo! There was an old lady who swallowed a pole. She was on a roll when she swallowed that pole. She swallowed the pole to prop up the pumpkin. She swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves, but I don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Achoo!
Bless you.
There was an old lady who swallowed some pants. She started to dance when she swallowed the pants.
Yeah.
She swallowed the pants to cover the pole. She swallowed the pole to prop up the pumpkin. She swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves, but I don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps. Achoo! There was an old lady who swallowed a rope. She didn't mope when she swallowed the rope. She swallowed the rope to tie up the pants. She swallowed the pants to cover the pole. She swallowed the pole to prop up the pumpkin. She swallowed the pumpkin to wear the shirt. Whoops. She swallowed the shirt to fill it with leaves. I don't know why she swallowed the leaves. Perhaps she'll sneeze. Achoo!
Achoo!
I hear Riley sneezing. There was an old lady who swallowed some hay. He didn't say why she swallowed the hay. But she did it with ease, and then she started to sneeze and sneeze and sneeze. Achoo! 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 And finally, a big achoo! And look what she sneezed out. A scarecrow. And she said, "Happy fall. Happy fall, you all." So, I don't know. Did you guys like that one? It's a silly story.
Yeah.
You know what? I like this story too because it has lots of good rhyming words in it. Our other Scarecrow story had a lot of good rhyming words. You know what I mean when I say rhyming? Like the word leaves rhymes with the word sneeze in a way. They're very, very similar. Or she said, what else? What else do we have? What's a good rhyming word? I guess that's the main part. Leaves and sneeze and ease, they kind of sound the same, but they're just a little bit different. So it's fun to find rhyming words and listen for rhyming sounds. So anyway, I guess we'll learn how to make would you like to make a blackbird now, a crow?
Yeah, but where's the black?
It's over there. Yeah, over
Right.
there.
Well, this is what we're going to use. We're going to use black paper today to make this. And I think I can make it here on my phone. Probably the best thing to do. So, hopefully you guys had a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll will work. And you know, you can, if you have more than one, you can make 5 little crows and you can do the little rhyme. So,
I didn't see it. Let me see what you got. I didn't see it yet.
my thing's out of the way. Find my paper. All right, so you'll need some tape
I have tape. I have
and some scissors.
I just ripped it.
I'm going to take my paper and I'm just going to fold it in half the long way. Okay, and then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to cut it right down that middle line. Cut right down the middle. And that should be about the same width as my
Okay. Got it.
paper roll here. And so then I'm going to take the paper and put some tape on there.
Let me do this and then we'll get it.
And I'm going to roll it around like this. And then I'm going to cover up that other black area so it wraps a little more. And then I'm going to just cut that off, the extra paper. And you can use that for later, so that's okay. And oops, there's my tape. Then I'm going to tape that on that side. Okay, so there's the body of our crow. And now we're going to give our crow some wings. So I'm going to take that paper that I had left and I'm going to fold it. Fold it in half. And now for this, you want to cut. You're going to cut a wing. And you're going to cut from the open end of your paper, from the open end, towards the folded end.
Here.
This is going to be a really long wing.
You can cut yours from here to here.
It's going to be really long, but that's okay. And then when you open it up, now you have 2 wings that you're going to tape to the back of your bird.
What she did. Okay. I think it has to do with this. End it up. You have wings. See? You tape it to the back. Here, tape it to your bird.
There you go. Yeah, and you can snip along the edge of your wings to give it a look of feathers. And after you do that, then you can kind of like rough it up a little bit. Make some go forward and some go back. And then that gives you that wing feathery look. Okay. All right, and now we're going to give our some feathers to the top of our crow's head. So to do that, you can just take a little scrap that you had left and snip it. I like to make the shape of a triangle. It doesn't have to be a perfect triangle. It can have a flat edge, which is good. And then I'm going to snip some feathers into that. Snip, snip, snip. And rough those up a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to attach some tape to the bottom. Put some tape on there. And then I'm going to stick that inside the roll. There. Okay. All right. And now our club, I'm going to center it a little better, but. And now our crow just needs a face. So to make a face, you take some white paper. I think I have white scrap over here. Now you guys might like to draw your, actually all you have to do is take a crayon or a marker. So I'm just going to make my eyes on my piece of white paper. I just colored in a nice little round circle dot. Okay. My eyes, and then I'll just cut around those. So if you can do that, or you could maybe try, maybe you like to draw around the outside of that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I think it's better if it's not. And you could even fold your paper and cut 2 at a time, which is what I did here. So I'm going to draw another circle inside. And now I have my silly eyes. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of those.
Okay,
Put one eye on one side of my crow's face. And some more on the other. And you can even tuck them inside if you want, or maybe put them a little lopsided to make it look funnier. So they don't have to be lined up exactly even. I think it's really cute if they aren't. Okay. He looks a little cross-eyed, doesn't he? And then we need something for the crow to say caw, caw. We need a beak, a mouth, a beak. So for that, I'm just going to cut a triangle shape. So you can either draw it first if that's easier, or you can just kind of estimate what it should look like. So here's my little triangle. Whoops, I dropped it, so I'll cut another one. I like that rough edge on there too. That looks kind of neat that way. And I'll add a little glue. And there we go. So if you're very ambitious, you might want to make more than one. And I will post the little crow rhyme on our website. You can download that one. And actually, I do have also on our website under the Kids and Families page, kids activities. I did put the little scarecrow there, so if you want to print that out and your kids can color it, and you can do the little scarecrow rhyme together. So I don't know if some of you guys who are still hanging out there just watching while some of you are working on your scarecrow. Ooh, that's a big tall one. That's neat. I like that, Misha. That's good. Yeah. I like it. You did it on the paper towel. That looks really cool that way. So anybody want to do the scarecrow rhyme with me again? While we're waiting for other friends to finish up. So I'm going to stand up. And here we go. Scarecrow, scarecrow, turn around. Scarecrow, scarecrow, touch the ground. Stand up tall and blink your eyes. Raise your hands up to the sky. Clap your hands and tap your knees. Then turn around and stamp your feet. Scarecrow, scarecrow, touch your toes. Scarecrow, scarecrow, tap your nose. Swing your arms so very slow. And now, real fast to scare the crows. Touch your head, jump up and down. And now sit down without a sound. So You guys were great listeners today. I don't know what stories you liked. If you liked, did you have a favorite? Did anybody like this Little Scarecrow Boy the best? Or did you like this nice story about the scarecrow who was friendly to the bird?
I like that one.
Like that one? I love that one. I'm glad you like that too. Or did you like the old lady?
I like that one.
You like that?
I like too.
I'm just curious, did anybody like this Little Scarecrow Boy? Or should we forget that one for next story time? Liked it?
You like it?
Okay, good. And I'll just let you know, if you're interested in good scarecrow stories, there's a few. I mean, this one is a famous one, the little old lady who's not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
So you might
No, that one.
check that one out. That's a classic. And this one is just a really beautiful story about Scarecrow and what it's like to be a scarecrow. So very quiet, poetic, with beautiful pictures by Cynthia Ryland. I like this one a lot. And this is another good one. I'd love to read it for a story time, but I think it's a little long, but it's a nice one-on-one if you're looking for something to read to your little ones. This is Otis and the Scarecrow by Lauren Long. And it's a very sweet story about the scarecrow on the farm and all the animals who try to make friends with it, but well, you have to read it to find out what happens, but it's a good story. Otis is a tractor, so, and there's several stories in this series by Lauren Long, but they're good. They're nice stories with good messages. Thanks for coming today. Good to see you all. Bye-bye.